Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin and Cardano. Bitcoin currently moving up quite a bit. It was what we expected with a wave 4, a move to the wave 4. Is that already the wave 4? I can't tell you that now. That is just too early to talk about that, but we can take a look. Overall, we can see the market is moving up slightly. Together with Bitcoin, we can see that here on the right-hand side that some of the cryptos are just moving up. But for me, that is nothing sustainable yet. So with Bitcoin, just to zoom out a little bit, we have come here from that move up with the all-time high. The original all-time high here back in April did then come down here in a wave A. What we see here is a wave B all the way to the new all-time high. And we are now selling off in a wave C. That's what we've been expecting. We are here in a downtrend. Been talking about this scenario for many weeks now, and it is playing out. And I still expect that we're going to get into this target area between 20 and 29k. So I personally wouldn't be surprised if we really get there. That is what I've been talking about for weeks. So it's going down like that. It is going down like that, and there is no sign currently of slowing down. Yeah. So what we saw here in that wave A earlier in the year, you at least saw some sort of a slowing down. So we're not seeing that yet. Yeah, we're not seeing that yet. Could be imminent. Yeah, it could be imminent, but we're not seeing it yet. So where we're coming from here is this wave 1, 2, 3, and now we are going to see that wave 4 to the upside and the wave 5 to the downside. We did see here today that wave 3 that we saw here, has moved down a little bit more. So there was basically this, and that is what so often happens. We talked about Bitcoin here moving towards that wave 4. Yeah. On the other hand, we talked about this possible bear flag, and I mention it often. I don't really like patterns so much because patterns often lead to fake outs. Because the market makers know that everybody's looking at patterns. So there was a fake out to the downside that was bought up here. And pretty much in line with expectations, we're now starting to move again, to move into the direction of the wave 4. Did tell you earlier today when we started to move down that I don't think the price is going to go below 32.5 today. The bears just don't have enough power for that. We are oversold on every time frame pretty much. So yeah, we did go down all the way to 32.9. So that was that worked out. Now we're going back into this sort of pattern here, and we've got here this bear flag pattern, but again it was a fake out. So yeah, I think we are moving up here in the direction of the wave 4. I did have to recalculate that a little bit to adjust it a little bit, basically because that wave 5 here was now extended to the downside a little bit, and that is now the new target area for that wave 4. Is now sitting between 38.9 or pretty much 39k and 43.5k. That is where that wave 4 would go into before we then move down in the final wave 5. I do expect absolutely that final wave 5 sell-off, but I also think that we are close to the bottom, close to the low. Well, I say close, it could still go down to, I think in the region between 25 and 27. Been talking about that 25 to 27k level for a while now. That is in that region. We've got the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level, and that is the most important and relevant Fib level. And there are a few more things from that impulse down pointing into that area. So I think that could be where we are really going to turn around. I do expect we are going to get into that target area, and I think we are close to the low, and that is because everybody's already getting too bearish. It was always like, we're up here, everybody's super bullish, people love to buy here, and then of course the price is going down. Now that we go here into the area that we've expected, at least on this channel, we've been talking about that, getting close, we're getting into the 30, and I see it in the comments. People already ask, how confident are we that we're actually going up? Should I sell now? Should I buy back lower? And that's always a problem. People in reality buy high and sell low. Think about it. Don't do it. I mean, I can't tell you what to do. I don't do it. I've never done it. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't sell low to buy back lower. It just often doesn't work. And then you do something like that. Just imagine today, you had done that. Just imagine you had sold here at 33, now you would be panicking, isn't it? Now you'd be panicking because going up to 36, oh, what happens if we now go all the way up to 50, 60K? It's just ridiculous. I wouldn't do it. It just plays games with you, that market. So just relax, calm down, watch this channel, and just see what happens, and in reality, it's really what it is. People buy high and sell low. That's the problem. Now that I get these questions, should I sell? Should I buy back lower? Oh, many YouTubers say, we are going to go into a year-long bear market. That's when I think we're close to the bottom. Yeah, that is when I think it could really be the case that we are really, really getting close. Because in reality, what happens? People get greedy up here, and people get fearful down here, and that's when the market is turning around. And we can see it on the Fear and Greed Index. I mean, in reality, that's where we are now. That's here the July low. The score was 19 down there. It was even down at 10 here at some point. And now we are at 13. I think yesterday we were at 11. And the people are just fearful at the moment. People are scared. And I understand that. But that is what this market does. And that's why it's so important to just relax and dollar cost average in at attractive prices. So not dollar cost average in up here necessarily. This is where it's getting attractive, because after this I do expect that new all-time high. I did talk yesterday about the scenario that we could see something more complex here, that we maybe see some sort of a triangle. That is certainly a possibility, but it's too early to talk about that. It's too early because we need to see what's going to happen and when the price is finally starting to go up again. Because what could happen here is an A, B, C, D, E, and on the opposite side of the E you then go out. Yeah, so what that could mean is that if we find support here somewhere, and for that scenario actually we shouldn't go below the wave A, so around 29K should be fine. So let's say we find support there, move all the way up, people get massively super bullish again, because people then expect, oh yeah, now it's really the all-time high time, and then we're getting that final sell-off, and that wave E can be lower. That wave E can go to 20K. So, but we're looking at that here on this channel closely. If you don't want to miss that, then definitely subscribe and maybe even become a channel member. You can do that on YouTube or on my website, and you can find a link in the description for that. But that is a realistic possibility, but it's too early to talk about that. It's certainly something that could be coming. So I do expect all-time highs after this correction, but what I'm saying is that correction could get another wave up and another wave down. But that is what we could look at. That's why I dollar cost average in here, and then gonna probably take profits up there. But it's too early to say. I had a question today in the Telegram group. When do the sales orders finally trigger? Now, I don't know. I won't sell until we have finally the next major wave up. That's what I mean with swing highs, swing lows. That's what I want to trade. Not these little thingies here, because it's just, it's like a full-time job, that is. So, and this is often more profitable doing this. But not buying up here and selling down there. No, it's the other way around that should work. That's why I love buying down here. And also the question today again about, shouldn't we wait for a confirmation that the uptrend is beginning before buying in? And I did talk about that in a previous video. Yeah, you can do. That's a different strategy, of course. But then to get a confirmation that the uptrend really has begun, what you need to wait for is really, first of all, an impulse to the upside. So either way, dollar cost averaging in now, where we're close to the low, in my view at least, and I don't tell you to do it, I just say I think we are close to the low. But now I do expect further lower prices, but at any point we could theoretically start to go up, maybe a little bit lower, and then we could go up. There is not much more scope for further price drops in my view. So dollar cost averaging, either start now, that's what I'm doing, and then probably hit the perfect low as well in one of these orders and then go up, or wait for a confirmation, wait for an impulse to the upside, and then you're back already at 40, 45 before you start to dollar cost averaging then on the way up. So anyway, these are fantastic prices for many cryptos. Honestly, I think they are. But that's only my view. I'm not telling you to buy. I won't. But my view is that after this correction, we're going to see new all-time highs. But again, it could be another leg up and down and then go up. And why do I not think that we're going to go much lower? Well, I think because even on the 2-day chart for Bitcoin, we are now oversold. Yeah, We are oversold on the daily anyway. We have not been oversold to that degree since March 2020. So we are now oversold on the 2-day chart. Yeah. So whenever you were in that low region, it was historically a good time to buy. On the 4-day chart, you're really close now to being oversold. If I said overbought, no, it's oversold. And there is not much more scope for falling on the 4-day chart. And on the weekly, there is a little bit more scope, but also that is now quite limited. Now, we want to actually wait. Ideally, you want to see here a reducing of the downtrend on the MACD as well. We don't see that yet. And the monthly obviously has done that bearish crossover. So we have seen that. But this is obviously, you know, this is the super high time frame here. And probably even with that, you could do that another leg up and down. So we need to see. It could also be a fake out. You know, it's possible. It could be a fake out. We need to see. But it scares me a little bit, that monthly MACD. In an alternative scenario, Bitcoin could also come down to 15K. It is just what it is. We don't know in the end. Yeah. This, for me, this yellow target area is the most probable scenario where the price is going to land. And yeah, either way, even if we drop a little bit lower, I think looking into the future, these are the times that will create a lot of opportunities, that do create a lot of opportunities, in my view. So Cardano is currently holding steadily above this 92 cent support level, which is good. It's even back above $1, which is good as well. The count has now basically changed as well. I did say that in a previous video for Cardano, because Cardano did break below that important $1 level that I've been talking about for a very long time now. So what we had on the chart here was a wave 1 and a wave 2 down here. Then we had a subwave of that, basically a new wave 1, wave 2, which would have created a more bullish, more extended wave up. What we see now, because we broke that low, yeah, that wave, that original wave 2 was basically broken at $1. We have to take that out, and what essentially that chart is now, it's basically the same wave count that Bitcoin is doing. Yeah, so what you have is basically a large ABC. Well, you came down in your A, you go up in your overshooting wave B, and you're coming down in a wave C. In my view, that's what we're doing here, and it makes a much cleaner chart overall. Yeah, so it makes it much more simple, makes it much cleaner. It creates, it tidies up the mess in the chart, yeah, with these subwaves. And in the end, it won't change a lot here. And I do still expect after that wave C then, which we've talked about in the earlier video anyway, I do expect here prices of, yeah, I mean, we need to see, but I would certainly then expect here prices of around at least, yeah, $5, $450, $5, maybe even $650, where we could get to. As I said often, if the price comes down lower, it's like a spring that you release. The more you press it down, the more you condense it, the more it will go up when it's released. And yeah, I did say in the previous video, we could now realistically, if we break the 90 cent level, which is here an important level, or even here the 96.7, that's the 0.618 FIB level, a very important one. If we drop below that and then lose that 91, 92 cent level, then the next key support area is this one. This is where I would then expect the price to reverse. This is sitting between 30 cents and 55. Getting to these prices would amaze me, honestly, because this will be another huge opportunity to buy ADA, for me at least. I'm going to do that because I'm not sure if it's ever going to be that low, because this is seriously low, before it's then going to go up to new all-time highs in my view. So that's currently ADA. We can take another look at the ADABTC before I finish the video. So with ADABTC, I think it's looking not too bad. Yep, ADABTC continues to follow that uptrend, which is good, which will be good for a potential ADA breakout to the upside at some point here. I think as long as ADABTC follows this trend, it's positive for ADA, because it means that we're moving towards a potential turnaround here to the upside. You know, we have come down from the downtrend here, slow down the downtrend, move all the way up here now, and then in the next step we could accelerate that uptrend to the upside. That's certainly not looking too bad. What annoys me a little bit is that strong retracement that we had here that was related to the Bitcoin drop. That isn't great, but we are still in that ascending trend line here and can follow that up, and at some point we'll get to the 200-day moving average here, that yellow line at around 3770. And that's my view here on Cardano and Bitcoin at the moment. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. And if you really like the content, maybe join as a channel member. Great community, over 600 members now. Live stream, one live stream per week, live chat and Discord with all sorts of content, including my own buy and sell orders. Thanks a lot for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye.